This is going to be the theme song.
Yeah. In a car, saying some awful jokes. Phil's on the saxophone. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Car Pun Game. Joining me is comedian, improviser, one member of Battle Axe, another member of the Monkey Toast Players. It's Phil Mann.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here. I just woke up here. It happens quite often, actually. I just wake up in your car.
Well, let's not talk about that. I hear that you are a fan of punnage.
Yeah, I love puns. Love a good pun.
Because you do a kind of a pun thing in the Battle Axe, don't you?
Yeah. We tell people going into a bar jokes. We get the audience to pick what they want to go into a bar and what they want us to make jokes about. Well, we basically just try and do our best to stop people shouting gynecologist.
Yeah, well, this is going to be good.
But we'll keep it classy.
Straight on to Gynecology FM. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive around, we'll pick some radio stations, get a few words, and then we're going to pun. We'll either feel really horrible afterwards or be high-fiving.
Yeah, good.
Depending
or
on
both at the same time.
Or both. Oh, lovely.
Business.
Business.
It's difficult playing cards with businessmen because all their deals are under the table.
Ooh. I needed to keep all my papers together in this meeting.
Yeah.
And I said, has anyone got anything I can keep these together with? And the person went onto YouTube and showed me some footage of an alligator.
Yeah.
I was like, what's that? He said, that's a crocodile clip.
I don't know if you've ever been to a kinky swinger party with lots of businessmen, but they're really into stocks and shares.
I met this businessman and he liked going around going, I like that, I like that, I like that. It was his PowerPoint.
Do you know what the most common suit size is for people that work with spreadsheets?
No.
XL. We can go through the whole suite.
My raven, hard, but my crow, soft. I feel a little bit sick after that one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're still watching, good on you.
The Jungle Book in cinemas now.
Jungle.
Jungle!
I've got a jungle, you know.
Yeah.
Like, my own personal jungle.
Mm.
I use it just for growing tea. It's in my jungle. The My Tea Jungle.
Oh. And then I've heard in your My Tea Jungle,
Yeah.
you've employed a large cat to clean up every night.
Yeah.
The lion sweeps tonight.
The jungle, actually, they're a big fan of musicals. In fact, they're so big fan they have put 2 productions on simultaneously. So you'll often see like just posters around, like 2 simultaneous productions of Sound of Music,
Yeah.
or 2 simultaneous productions of the Book of Mormon, or Wicked. Jungle is massive.
In the trees in the jungle,
Yeah.
there's an eating system they've got. I mean, at the bottom level you have like a buffet.
Yeah.
In the middle you can pay for your food, and at the top they're all about the canapes.
I like that in the middle they can pay for their food.
You can pay for it in the middle. It's got tills.
This morning's property programme contains some inappropriate language, and Talk Radio would like to apologise for any offence that was caused.
Wow.
In other news this hour,
Houses are massive wankers.
Refugee crisis in Lesbos as the...
I watched this bungalow trying to scale up this wall.
Yeah.
He was on the housing ladder.
You know when you go to a restaurant and they just, you order your drinks and they just come along with a bottle full of masonry and plaster? Well, then you know you've ordered the house wine, don't you?
My friend's trying to buy this property at the moment.
Yeah.
And he hasn't got any money, but what he did was he went round to the place and put bodily fluid everywhere.
Oh.
Sort of just put a deposit on a house.
I've got this friend, James, and James makes places where all the smoke can go if you're burning a fire, the flue, and then on top of all the spout, all the fumes come out. But he often makes them way too big, and they have to be cut down. I really have to trim them down because they're way too big. But the interesting thing about what he makes them is he makes them out of little pins. Like safety pins or hair pins, like that. And I'm often told that when you buy one of James's chimneys, you have to make smaller, that he's made out of pins. That the main thing to do is to buy him cheroots, because he loves to smoke cheroots. So the thing that I would say to you, my advice, would be a Jim chimney, trim chimney, pin chimney, cheroots.
Wow. That's good on so many levels. I mean, just for the endurance.
It requires a lot of commitment,
and
doesn't
stamina.
And over 150 birds of prey from the tiny...
Birds! My boss accused our department, saying one of us in the department was an owl.
Yeah.
And I was like, who?
I bet that turned some heads. Saw this crow in a church.
Yeah.
Just being really quiet, you know, having some time to himself. I f this, because it's not a bird of prey, is it? Since when has a crow been a bird of prey?
Which surprised me, because a crow is not a bird of prey.
Thanks, Phil.
There you go.
You saved it.
We've just been having a bit of supper in a pub down the road, and on the back of...
Pubs. I went to this pub once,
Yeah.
and I had a room for snooker. I was in the snooker room.
Yeah.
All the tables were really wet. And I said to the barman, why are the snooker tables wet? He said, they're pool tables.
I went to this pub in Scotland, and we're just sitting at the tables.
Yeah.
And then this guy rings a bell, and we're like, oh, must be last orders. Then about half an hour goes by, and the room slowly starts filling with water. And then they open his hatch, and just a massive, like, plesiosaur, dinosaur, just falls in through the ceiling. I was like, what's going on? He's like, oh, laddie, we're having a lock-in. I'm really glad I remembered plesiosaur as I was saying that as well.
Yeah. It's all about the specifics.
Why don't you put your hand inside to see if you can find a rabbit?
I put my hand inside.
Rabbits.
I can name one famous person who's lived with rabbits.
Yeah.
Warren Beatty.
How do you make Beatrix Potter really angry? Beat a rabbit.
Oh, I think that is going to be the final joke of the day. What a lovely way to finish, with some animal cruelty. Phil, that was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
That was very, very good. What are you up to?
I'm doing a show in Edinburgh and a bunch of previews that you can find out on my Twitter feed, which is @Phil Mann. The show is called Nothingism. It's a one-man improv show about crazy crazes that sweep the nation. I've been doing it. It's great. It's fun. It's very stupid, very silly.
Yeah.
And involves a lot of me jumping around the stage making weird noises.
Join us again soon, or join me soon. Phil will be doing more exciting things for another car punk. This is lovely dancing. We'll just dance our way out. There's no music.